What is up, everybody? Skratch coming up with another Raid Shadow Legends video. Welcome to the channel, everyone. How you guys can probably tell, my voice doesn't sound that right anymore because I've been having a cold, I've been having a bit of fever, I had a tooth extraction yesterday. I feel like I've got hit by a train, you know, that's why the camera is not even on. That's why I actually didn't have the chance to cover yesterday's information for the patch in a video. We're gonna talk a bit about it later in today's video. Now, there are a couple of new things that just got released by Plarium, and we're gonna cover that. So we're gonna have a brand new champion, a free champion. Now, free to an extent, of course, I'm gonna have to kind of like walk you through the entire system. It's not gonna be a fusion, it's gonna be part of the new Plarium point system. And from what I've seen, you can acquire those points without spending any money. That's why I'm gonna walk you through the entire process. I'm not sure how many points we need in order to collect this specific legendary champion. And on top of it is another thing that's happening. This is a bit more disappointing in my opinion because they reduced it, right? So a few weeks ago we had a 3x on speed gear, on the accessories, on the spider, etc. And now they went from 3x to 2x. I loaded my energy because I'm planning to use it today. I'm not going to participate in the 2x for the Sylvan Watchers accessories at Spider's Den, and I'm not going to participate in the 2x for the speed gear in the Dragon. It's just kind of like you're giving me the candy and then you're just taking it away and leaving me with the wrapping paper, you know, like leave the 3x on. If you started it, why change it, you know? But basically, tomorrow, January the 5th, we're planning to launch a 2x event for dropping Sylvan Watchers accessories at Spider's Den. I'm going to make sure whatever energy I had planned to use to get Sylvan Watchers accessories, I'm going to use them before, even though it's not beneficial for my account, especially that I would like to get some new accessories for that faction because I don't really have many, but it doesn't matter. Then on Monday, January the 9th, we're planning to launch a 2x event for dropping speed set artifacts at Dragon Slayer. Again, it's nice, but why make it again a 2x when we had a 3x before? Make it 3x, more people will farm it, you know? Then, talking about Plarium points, new champion. So I've seen it on the test server. It's been on for quite a few weeks now. I don't have access to it now because it stopped. But if we were going to the shop, somewhere here was a blank thing, no price or anything, just saying Plarium points. You know, so I feel like it's gonna be something related in the shop, and I feel like a lot of people are getting the idea wrong of it, or they're kind of like looking negative to the whole idea of Plarium points because they're saying, oh my god, this is just favoring whales, this is like this is like that, it's gonna make the gap between players even bigger. Honestly, this is probably the best thing that happened, except other things that really created the issue. So my opinion, Awakening and Empowerment were the things that really broke the game, you know, like if you're looking at it from this perspective, that's the thing that made the bigger gap in between the players. Having a Plarium point system that will reward you for doing specific events and spending money every now and then, it's definitely not a bad thing, you know, like I used to purchase all my stuff through Google Play because of Google points, you know. Hopefully Plarium points are going to be a bit better, and how I mentioned, from what I've seen in the patch notes yesterday, in order to get Plarium points, you don't necessarily need to spend money, so you're going to be able to get them by completing specific events, which we're going to cover in just a bit. Now, if we're going to have a quick look right here at the champion, guys. So Plarium is kind of like saying, let me just go to the announcements quick right here to see what else they're saying about the champion, you know. So basically, I'm going to put it on the screen. We're going to go over the kit in a second too. Yesterday, they announced a new future Plarium points program, and they wanted to share some details regarding the rewards you could get via the program. A new champion, CR Shut the Chart. Sylvan Watchers Legendary Support Force, how you guys can see on the screen. Now, she will be a super helpful champion for PvE content, dungeons, especially the Spider's Den, Doom Tower, Demon Lord, and the main thing is her passive, which has a unique ability. Once attacked by an enemy under HP burn debuff, she has a chance to activate that HP burn. It definitely sounds pretty interesting. Now, I already checked the champion before I made a video. I don't think she's godly. I think she's gonna be a nice champion and strong champion for progression, a strong HP burn champion. But honestly, I don't think that is gonna be a must on people's accounts. Let me put it like that. It's not gonna be a meta-changing champion for any sort of content that we have at the moment. Moving over to the A1, attacks one enemy 3 times. Each hit has a 30% chance of increasing the duration of a HP burn debuff on the target by 1 turn. That's actually pretty nice. Most probably you're gonna extend it. It's very similar with what Vizier does with all the debuffs, but she only does the HP burn. Each hit also has a 50% chance of decreasing the duration of a random buff on the target by 1 turn. So the 30% chance fully booked will go up to a 45% chance, which is pretty good. Then attacks all enemies has an 80% chance of placing a HP burn debuff for 2 turns. Now, paying attention to the turn, you see, is a 4-turn cooldown skill, and the books don't actually decrease that, so it's gonna stay on a 4-turn cooldown. The A3 attacks all enemies, decreases the turn meter of all enemies by 15%, decreases the turn meter of enemies under HP burn debuffs by an extra 15%, and that goes down to a 4-turn cooldown. How I mentioned, she does look pretty interesting as a champion. I don't think she will break or make the game either. Would be nice to be able to get her, but I won't go crazy for this champion, and I don't think anyone should really do it. But she's a nice champion, leaving that on aside. Now, moving over to the patch notes, we have the 4th anniversary event coming in, and seems like it's called a Titan event. We're gonna be able to collect the Titan points, which will unlock random chests. If you guys remember, the Deck of Fate is gonna be a very similar thing. I just hope it's gonna have better rates, because that was horrible. Like, at least the RNG that I had was absolutely horrendous. Now, this chest will contain all sorts of different rewards, guys. We're gonna be able to collect unique players' avatars. They're not mentioning anything about shards or skill tomes. We're gonna be able to collect soul stones that are required for awakening. So it should be fairly straightforward as an experience, but we'll add a dedicated Titan event guide in its info tab when the first event goes live. I was like, what the heck? So that's pretty much what's going to happen. These are the chests. We're going to have 5 different sort of chests. Of course, the highest has the better rewards. The weakest has the crappy rewards. Pretty standard. Then, this is kind of like the thing where a lot of people went a bit crazy. Platinum Points Program. This new feature will be available across all platforms. Okay, so even though they are called Platinum Play, you playing on mobile, you're gonna be able to get platinum points as well, But it will be especially useful for raiders who favor platinum play. So what it means, I think, is that if you're playing on mobile, you're not gonna get points for spending money because you're paying it through Google. If you're playing on platinum play and you're spending money through there, you're gonna get extra platinum points. But for everybody else that joins these sort of events, like Heroes Path events, Deck of Fate events, and tournaments and more besides, you're still gonna be able to collect platinum points. You see, claiming them from playtime rewards and advanced quests, or getting them along with in-game purchases. So basically, we're gonna be able to collect platinum points by just playing the game how we normally play it. And if you're spending money, yes, you're gonna get more points than the rest of the people. That's up to everyone's choice, I definitely don't think it's a bad thing to get some extra resources, extra rewards for just playing the game, guys. I feel like a lot of people kind of like went into a misconception with the whole idea for the platinum points. But I guess we're gonna get to see it better once it's gonna be live in game. Now, this is kind of like giving you a bit of more information on how you can access them, etc. But we don't really care about that much. You can actually get legendary champion fragments. I would assume that's for the champion that we just covered, split souls, and extra artifacts or accessories. Now, I find it pretty strange that we can actually get split souls from there. That's nice, because the split souls, guys, are actually these ones. You see, Foley split souls. So you need to have the champion awakened already to start collecting split souls. So very curious to see how will that exactly work, how is related to it. Powerful champion, artifacts and accessories most suitable for them. So we're getting some accessories and stuff like that too. Maybe they're gonna change the champion at some point, who knows. I'm personally looking forward to it because, hey, we're gonna be able to get it, all of us, by just completing other events and stuff, so why not? Then one of the things that I've been probably asking since 1990, since I walked on this earth. There are two minor but rather convenient QOL upgrades to look forward to as well. First, you'll be able to shuffle your team directly on the Tag Team Arena Battle selection screen. You won't have to move champion by champion because that was the stupidest thing I've ever seen in the game. And you're going to be able to somehow just skip all the multi-battles scenario for 3v3. I'm not sure what exactly is meant to be. That's maybe because I'm not really losing the fights in there, so I'm not sure if I lose the first fight and I want to back out, it's going to take me to the second and then to the third, if that's what they mean, or what exactly is the case for it. We got some champion rebalance, of course. Cillian the Lucky getting a bit of a buff after Ronda got released and everyone empowered Ronda. Still, even with the buff, empowering Ronda is the best choice you've done because she is 100 times better than Cillian. And if you empower the champion, most probably you don't have to worry about faction wars. If you're new to the game and you're struggling with all that, definitely keep him because he's going to be better for faction wars now. Tela Goremane finally got a buff as well. She becomes very solid for Hydra. We're definitely going to have a look at it as well. Vergumkar got a bit of a buff, but I still don't think is anything game-changing. He's still going to be left in the vault, in my opinion. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, guys. What do you think of the new champion added through the Platinum Point system? What do you think about the Platinum Point system itself? What do you think about the other changes coming to the game? And appreciate all of you guys watching. Much love, and I'll catch you all soon in the next one. Peace.